Okay, this is my remote viewing session news event for August 2024, 46175. In my session, I had it's this event's going to happen if it does happen, either from August 8th to the 15th. That's the timeline. My first impression, I saw a black bridge, and on the bridge there was cars on it, and there was people, and I could feel their emotions. They were scared, they were frightened. A bunch of them called 911. I believe the bridge was shaking, possibly a structure issue or some sort of issue with the bridge. The bridge was dark in color. I had a remembrance of a movie it reminded me of, The Mothman, where that scene where all the cars fell off the bridge. Now, I didn't see that in my session. I didn't see any cars going into the water. But there's actually two bridges involved in this whole session I had. The other bridge doesn't have a top on it like that. It's more of a flat bridge. It's more opened up like. Now, the next scene in my session was I saw a bunch of hospitals in these. There's 4 states involved in this whole event. It's a weather phenomena. And I saw them setting up triage stuff from the disaster. And there's going to be communication issues, power outages, food, water problems, arrests from people looting. People are devastated, and people are sick from the stress and also the whole emotional thing with this. Now, that's part A. Part B is I tried to go a little deeper in finding out where this is going to happen. Part B for me was Florida, the west side of Florida. From the Gulf of Mexico, I felt a very, very strong storm, like a hurricane coming up, and then it turns abruptly in the middle part on the west side of Florida, comes through here, hits Georgia, and it slows down, of course, and then it hits South Carolina, then North Carolina. I could feel the emotions in the different states of the people. It was very scary, a lot of panic. The skies were really creepy looking and dark, very scary. There's tornadoes that spawn off of this hurricane that comes through. Heavy rains, wind damage, states of emergency. There will be deaths. Very, very lots of devastation. I was trying to figure out how big this thing is going to be. And when I was asking the question during this whole thing, it's between the wind scales between a 3 and a 5. 5 is a major, the worst you can get. So apparently some parts are going to be 5. And I believe as you go more up the East Coast, it'll be less, 3s and 2s, whatever. But this is all I got was Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina for the actual damages and stuff that I saw in my remote viewing session. The federal government will be called in beside the states. I saw the Red Cross emblem in my session that will be helping out in these states, because this is going to be a major event that if it does happen, I hope it doesn't happen. I hope I'm completely wrong. I've got friends, and my wife has friends in Florida and other states too, that I hope it's just a bad remote viewing session that I'm completely wrong. But if it happens, it's going to happen, according to my data, between August 8th and the 15th. So that's my remote viewing session.